Welcome, friends. Today, we're doing another fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 23rd of February, 2025. Marvelous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you this time with another fragrance rotation video, the last full week of autumn and winter 2024-25. How time flies. And that is right. Well, this has been my last week, full week. The rotation will take place on Saturday or Friday. I haven't decided yet. Probably Saturday. And then we will be into spring and summer. My God. The weather's been cold here, especially at the early part of the week, but then it started to warm up the last 2 or 3 days. So let's see how my fragrances reflect that and which I chose. Okay, Monday I wore this. This is no secret and no stranger to my rotation. Oh no, this is Patchouli Noisette. This is my most worn Les Indomptables, and yet it's the one I do not like. I like the least. I wouldn't say that I don't like this, but it's the one that I've got that I like the least. The patchouli note in it is absolutely sensational. It is beautiful and lovely, and everything about it is really nice. If you've smelled Jubilation 40, the same patchouli is used in there, apparently. You can find videos on YouTube of Remy talking about the process that they've gone through and the procurement of said patchouli, procurement and refinement. And it really is fantastic. It has noisette note in it, which is like nuts, certain type of hazelnut from Piedmont in Italy. But I don't get much of that. What I do get in this, which is why I struggle with it, is an amber wood, amber fix type material, which is, it's just not great. It's not great, but you don't smell a lot of it, but it is there. My God, it is there. I absolutely smell that. That said, I love the patchouli in it so much. I think I'm just going to use the bottle up, you know. I've already used about 10, 15 mil. Yeah, probably more like 15 mil. I do put a lot of it on when I wear it as well. It's a good wear, you know. It's very dark though. Durarose said it had a Middle Eastern feel, and it does. It does, I'm afraid to say. I'm not a big fan of Middle Eastern fragrances. I just don't like the style. Speaking of Eastern fragrances, next up on Tuesday I wore this. This is a Vetiver Oriental. Now, this is the Palais Royal version. This was the original version. It was released, God knows when this was released. Quite a while ago now. Was it 2004? Something like that. I get a big crystalline vetiver from it, you know? I get a big chewy vetiver. You know, when you get a bit of Turkish Delight and you bite into it and you see the structure inside, it's like I don't know, you'd have to see what I mean by that. It's solid but also gooey. It's like a gel, you know. It's like that. I get chocolate from it a little bit. Again, not giving the biggest chocolate vibe, but it was very green and very clean on me, actually. Super kind of smart. Really smart on us the other day. I'm going to try wearing this in the spring. Maybe it's even the summer. See how it goes, but This is a tremendous perfume, absolutely lovely. In the modern formulations, it's much more of a traditional amber with the benzoin labdanum, with like a green vetiver. It's still very nice, but it's different from this. This is more Serge Lutens. When you smell it, if you ever compare the two, you'll know what I mean. You know, performance was nuclear as well. My God. Speaking of nuclear performance, on Wednesday, I wore Follow by Kerosene. This is massive. It is my favourite coffee perfume. I've been into the smell of coffee recently. I started using my Diptyque candle, my, what's it called, Cafe. It's a Cafe candle. And this is like that. This is a really harsh, roasted, heavily roasted, almost burnt coffee bean smell. Ambery, tonka, creamy, vanilla. Something a little bit kind of green about it too. It's something smoke, or like I said, like a burnt quality to it, you know, like they've roasted the beans a little bit too much. Or that the roasted, like they've been in a container and you've opened the container and it's just blasted you in the face, you know. Okay, on Thursday I wore this. This is a Belle Homme by Les Abstraits. This is Belle Homme by Les Abstraits. This is one of Eugene's fragrances. It has iris, chocolate, a bit of incense, vanilla, cardamom. It's got like a. I get this kind of really weird waxy, rubbery kind of thing from it, you know, like almost like a latex, like a stretchy rubber. On Friday, I wore Incense Avignon. This is tremendous. It's hard to believe this is what designer perfume used to smell like, but here we are. This is frankincense, elemi. I get something a little bit woody in it as well, and some Isoe Super. A lot of Isoe Super in here, but it just works. Works really well. It's fantastic. Autumn, winter, spring, perhaps even parts of summer. You know, it's a little bit resinous in the dry down. It's very bracing and fresh at the top. Lovely perfume. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, yesterday even. Yesterday I wore Pure Tonka by Mugler. Pure Tonka by Mugler is one of the best flankers. I only own 2 flankers and the original now. I've got Pure Tonka and Taste of Fragrance and Amen. I've put my Pure Wood up for sale. I am selling wood, friends. I've already had inquiries from your ma. But this is, I mean, it is what it says, really. It's essentially the Amen with some clean lavender at the top, massive tonka bean, right? Patchouli, and strange enough, they've amped the coffee note up in this as well. So that's 2 coffee fragrances. I've been enjoying the smell of coffee recently. Even though I don't drink it, I like the smell of it. Performance is massive. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet, synthetically sweet. Outrageously sweet. It was the last Amen flanker before Ultimate, which is, I just don't count that as a legitimate perfume, to be honest. It was like Amen Blue, and it didn't smell a lot like Amen either. It was the last of the greats, this, you know? It was the last of the greats, but I never thought Amen would be destroyed, and yet here we are. It's been taken out. Can't imagine there were many chemicals in there that needed to be removed, but Turns out there were. Okay. Last but not least, today my scent of the day is this Balenciaga Pour Homme, and without reviewing this, there's not much more I can say. This is my favourite fragrance, a massive patchouli. Massive, massive patchouli, alleged oud in here. Oak moss, cinnamon, big cinnamon thing. Sandalwood, cypress, I've been getting vanilla, ambery thing. Glorious. My favourite fragrance and one of the best, in my opinion. And I don't care if you agree or not. Made by a great perfumer in Gerard Anthony. I was going to call him Anthony Gerard there, but he's not. It's Gerard Anthony. And that is it, my friends. That has been my fragrance rotation. This is the last full winter rotation, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.